guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted a video in a very long time, but that is because I have moved. I've moved out of my parents' house and I live in the city in Antwerp together with my boyfriend and another friend. It's really nice. I finally made my studio, so I am totally back and ready to film. So today I have this tutorial for you guys. This is my go-to natural fall makeup look. So if you like this look, just keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and like because there is a lot more coming. So I'm going to start off by prepping my face, and the first thing that I'm going to use for that is this Eyebrow Sorbet Eye Serum. I love to use this especially in the morning, and I just put like one little drop on my finger and I kind of dab it into my eye, on the top of my eyelid, or just basically around the whole eye area. I like this because it's really cooling and I have the feeling that it opens up my eyes a little bit more. The second thing I'm going to use is the Eyebrow Sorbet Day Cream. This smells amazing. It's really citrusy and I love it. So I put a couple of dots on my face and I just gently rub it in. It's not good to pull on your face too much because that's how you get wrinkles. Get it good around my nose because that is where I get dry most of the time. That is actually the only thing that I put on my face in the morning, and it's really, it gets into your skin really fast, so that's what I like about it. And then for primer today, I don't use primer every day because, well, I just forget. So the primer that I'm going to use today is the Touche Eclat Blur Primer from Yves Saint Laurent. I bought this last year, I think, because a friend of mine recommended it. And I really liked how it felt on my skin, but I haven't really used it that much. It has gold flecks in it. It looks really pretty. I mean, the packaging is to die for. And this is really to minimize the pores, so I only use it in the middle of my face and I blend it out to the back. Onto foundation. The foundation that I am using is the Yves Rocher Pure Light Light and Luminous Foundation. I have been using this for 1.5 years now, like every day. I've gone through a lot of bottles of these. I do have a lot of different, other brands of foundation, but I always go back to this one because I just love it so much. It is really thin, but it covers everything that I want to cover. I don't have any acne or anything, so yeah, I really like this. I do have freckles, so I don't want everything to be gone. I don't want a full coverage foundation, so I love this. I used to apply it with my beauty blender, but I have so many brushes and I was going through all of my brushes and trying out what I liked, and I found this one. This is a Sephora contour bronzer brush. I don't know, number 46. It's really flat, really dense, and I bought it last year because I bought these contour sticks, and this brush would be perfect to go with it. But now I like it to do my foundation. I like it because, I mean, it's really fast. You just go over it like a couple times and it's all blended in. I go in circular motions to make sure that there's no lines or anything going over my eyes a little bit. And also, I'm always going into my neck, always. Because I don't want any lines like this. I'm still going over with my beauty blender. This is a damp one, of course, and I'm just pushing it in very slightly. And for concealer, I'm going in with my Naked Skin concealer by Urban Decay, and I don't want to put too much concealer. I always do one eye first because I don't want it to settle. And I'm blending it in with my beauty blender, just dabbing it in. Always put it on my eyelid because I use this as an eye primer as well. I do have other eye primers, but yeah, I always forget it, so this is just what I do. Then to set the under eyes, I am using the Catrice Nude Illusion Translucent Powder. It's a loose powder, and this is by far the best powder I've ever used. I use it on a dense concealer buffer brush, and making sure that the concealer is not into my lines, I just dab it in slightly. And I'm just feeling where I put the product because you obviously can't see. And this is so soft. It is, I mean, you should feel this. I have the softest under eyes now. I don't like to set the rest of my face because I don't want to use too much powder products, because that's what makes your foundation cakey, or your face. Going in with my cream contour by Stila. This is called the Shape and Shade Custom Contour Duo. It looks like this. I only use this. This is, I mean, look at it. It's a really weird color for my face. And I'm using the Zoeva Cream Cheek brush, the 128, which is a synthetic blush brush. I'm dabbing in once, and then I'm putting it on my hand, and I'm just lightly gonna carve out my cheeks a little bit more. This is actually the first thing I bought online ever. And you know, I'm not a fan of buying things online, especially makeup or clothes, like anything actually, because you don't know what the product will be like. And this is a great example of it, because I thought it was going to be a powder. I don't know why I thought that. I obviously didn't read the description or something. I didn't know much of makeup back then, so I never used it because I was like, you know, I never used creams, and now it is my favorite product. So I'm also doing the jawline just a little bit, just to give it some more dimension, taking it down a little bit so it's not a straight line. I'm not doing my forehead because I have a pretty small forehead already. Then I'm going to put on some bronzer, and for the bronzer I'm using the Body Shop bronzer in 03. It looks like this, and I'm using my Real Techniques powder brush for this. So I'm just going to swirl it in, tap it off, and then going on the cheekbones just to warm up my face a little bit. So that's that, and then I'm going in with another contour product, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm using this color right in the middle. I'm using a blush brush, just a regular one. It's a little bit more fat, but that doesn't really matter. This one is from Yves Rocher, but it doesn't have a name. And I am just going to go over the places where I contoured with the cream, just to set it a little bit more and to, you know, give me some more contour. I like to do this after the bronzer because I feel like when I go straight in with this one, it's going to be way too dark because it's going to stick on the creams. Then with a little blender brush, I am going, it's kind of dense, I'm going to contour the small parts of my face with the same powder color. And the first thing I'm going to do is my nose. I don't really do this to get skinnier nose or anything, just to give me some more dimension. So I'm going all the way to the you know, if you do like this is actually a good way to contour. And a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm going over to just buff it out a little bit. You know, make the lines not so harsh. Alright. Then I'm going under my lip to make my lips look bigger. You know, make the shadow harsher. And I'm going between the Cupid's bow to make the Cupid's bow stand out a little bit more. So then I'm going in with blush. For blush today, I'm going to use an eyeshadow palette that I'm also going to use on the eyes, so the whole look is going to be consistent and pretty. So the eyeshadow palette I'm using is from Inglot. This is custom made. It's a really cool palette. It has magnets. It's really cool. So I'm going to use this one and this one together as a blush. And for a blush brush, I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush. So I'm just dabbing it and then dabbing it off because, of course, it's an eyeshadow. It's much more pigmented. And I'm just swirling this on my cheekbone to the back. Highlight. I've used a lot of highlights, but you know, lately I've been back to my all-time favorite, which is the MAC Soft and Gentle highlight, because this is such a natural highlight. I mean, it doesn't look like it because it looks brown, but it's so nice. So I'm putting that on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and then of course on the cheekbones and a little bit above my eyebrow. So for my brows, if you've seen my previous videos, I always did the same with a powder from and other stories, I'm sorry. But lately I found that my brows were way too unnatural, way too filled in, really. So I bought a new thing, and this is the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's a really small brow gel, actually. And this is the Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel in color number 1. So it's a really nice taupey color, and it has a really small spoolie, which is really nice. The first thing I'm doing is combing my eyebrows the way that I want them to be. And then I am just going through with the brush. Might do this off camera because I can't see this, but no, yeah, it's okay. So I'm just combing this through, and this is much more natural than the powder that I used, although the powder was also kind of natural, but... And then I'm going to start on the eyes. So I'm going to be using the Inglot palette, but you can use anything you want. I'm using this kind of rusty brick color, and I'm using this with the MAC 221 brush. I love this brush. I use this every day. I tap it off, and I am putting this in the crease all the way to the front. I think this is my favorite color out of all my eyeshadows. Going into the same powder and going under my eye. I am using the I Heart Makeup I Heart Chocolate palette. This is a dupe for the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and it looks like this. And I'm going in with the 221 MAC brush into this chocolatey brown color right here. They're really pigmented. So I really love this palette. It's really pigmented, but you've got to make sure you tap it off because otherwise you're gonna get crazy. So as you can see, I already started here. I'm putting it in the outer part of my crease just to darken it up, and a little bit down to my lash line. Yeah. And then I am taking just a little bit more and I'm putting it in the outer corner of my bottom lash line. Then I am just taking this super regular skin color, and I'm taking this one and I'm just going to clean up a little bit. Make sure that the brow stands out. Alright, going back in with my blending brush and blending the edges some more. And then to put a little bit more of highlight on my eyes, I'm going in with the Soft and Gentle highlight and a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just putting it right there. I like this because it's a really natural highlight. So I'm using everything for everything today. Eyeshadow as blush, highlight as eyeshadow. Yep. Going in back with the blender and just quickly blend the edges. Alright, then we're going to mascara, and I'm going to be using two of my favorites. First one is my Givenchy mascara in Black Taffeta. This is amazing. This is a sample size, of course. I have no idea what the big one retails for, but I kind of want it because I love this one so much, but it's going to be too expensive for me. First, I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm using an old lash curler. I really need to get a new one. And then I'm going in with the Givenchy mascara. I want a little bit more pizzazz today. So I'm going over it with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is not a sample, it's a sample size, but it's not a sample. I bought two small ones instead of a big one because, well, they're better for longer. You know, because the big one, it gets bad pretty quickly, so I thought this was the better option. For lips, I'm using something new today. I'm using the End All the Stories lip pencil in Demir Fawn. Okay, so that is the lips lined, and I'm just going to take a random lip balm. Today I'm taking the EOS lip balm, putting it on my finger, and I'm just dabbing that over it, just to give it some more light, some more gloss. Then to finish this look off, I'm just taking the All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm spraying my face. This way my makeup will stay on all day. So yeah, this is my go-to fall natural makeup look, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!